I got a new phone and it's too good. I can see all my flaws. Hello, es ist Sonntag und ich heiße Sonntag. Welcome back to Books and Hooks. Like I said in German, I'm D.M.Sonntag, author of the Kingdom Isles series. If you haven't seen my latest video, that's where I go in depth on The Lightning Bride, the first book of the trilogy, and this video is about the second book, The Golden Wolf. This is Farron's book, that's him on the cover. You're introduced to this character in The Lightning Bride, but that book was about Maylie discovering herself, so this book is about Farron discovering himself. Just like in that book, Farron was kind of a side character in the back, Maylie still in this book, but she's kind of in the back and Farron takes the front stage. I wrote the second draft of this in November of 2020. I wrote like half the book in a month, and I released it August 2021. And that set high expectations for myself, thinking I could release books that quickly, but then book 3, I struggled. This one was just pure magic, and it is my favorite book. I learned from the first one, my writing got better, and it's just special. I started planning more than pantsing. That probably contributed to being able to write 50K in a month. It's a slow burn romance that starts in The Lightning Bride, so it's super slow because in that book it's enemies to friends, and then in this one it's friends to lovers. The villain is first introduced in The Lightning Bride very briefly. He's not the main villain in The Lightning Bride, and then this one he's still in the background doing some nefarious things, but he doesn't become the main villain until book 3. So this book is more about internal conflict and setup. I really can't go much into this without dropping major spoilers, but there was a lot of foreshadowing and hinting in book 1. I will warn that this book ends on a cliffhanger in the epilogue, which was terrible when I was still writing book 3, but now that book 3 is out, you can go straight into the next book to find out what happened. Or just don't read the epilogue and everything is okay. Yeah, I have got to find a different setup because I'm sitting on my ankles and that is not pleasant. Now on to crochet. You might have seen some characters back here, which are all gone now. Those are my Christmas gifts to my D&D pals, so if you're not following Casting Fate, I will link it somewhere somehow, and you should go subscribe to them because that's the D&D group I'm part of. We're a lot of fun and we do fun shenanigans, and if you like D&D, give them a follow. So this is the first one that I made. He's a little raccoon. You can't tell. I made it from a free pattern, which I'll also link below, and I tried to make it small as I could into a keychain, but I was using a size 4 yarn, and even with the tiniest crochet hook I could do, so I was following the pattern. This is the size that came out. So, I mean, he's not too big for the keychain. They were like Squishmallows this size, but you can hang him on something, or you could just have him. He does sit on a tabletop. I made this for the player that loves raccoons, which made it into the campaign. He can turn into a raccoon now. Hope he enjoys it. This is the second guy that I made. He's a little chinchilla, or a big chinchilla. Big old fat fluffy chinchilla. Again, made it from a pattern, and since I was following the pattern, he turned out a little bit bigger than I hoped. Much bigger for keychain version. But again, he does sit. And he's got his little hands. So this player just said that he loves chinchillas. They're his favorite animal. So I had to make him the chinchilla. There's also a god in the campaign that takes the form of a chinchilla, so it's perfect. This is the next one I made, and this is when things start getting fun because I free-handed this. I tried to look up owl patterns, couldn't find a good one that represented the owl that I was trying to make. So I just kind of eyeballed it and did it. I wonder if I should be holding it over here, probably. There we go. Yeah, I just kind of eyeballed it with the size of the other ones and just increased and decreased and free-handed the beak, and I think the wings I referenced something, but free-handed the tail and definitely the feet. That was complete trial and error. So the DM and I share, well, we share the DM, but we also share a love of birds. So I asked him what his favorite bird is, and he said the barred eagle owl because of these outrageous eyebrows. So hopefully he likes it. Also, if you didn't get a good look of the chinchilla, because I wasn't holding it over here, And then there's Raccoon. Oh, I love him. He's so cute. I love raccoons. I also love all these animals, and I love possums. So this one is the final one. This player also loves raccoons, but I made them a possum. So if the raccoon player wants the possum and the possum player wants the raccoon, they can fight over it, white elephant style, Dirty Santa, I guess. He became my favorite because you can hang him like this. So he's like hanging from his tail on his keychain. I love it. This one I also kind of freehanded. I followed a few possum patterns just for reference, but I just kind of eyeballed it, how to increase, when to change colors, and then like decrease, and then the tail was really easy. I made the little feet all by myself, and then the ears I make bees, so the ears are actually how I make the wings. Yeah, that's my possum. I'm not good at showing off. Yeah. So that's it for now. Next video will be book 3 and hopefully my hexagonal birthday cardigan. If I haven't finished it by then, I'll just show off my work in progress. I also have my Halloween costume that I want to show off. So much crochet, so much content. Anyway, typical YouTuber stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. You can find my books on Amazon. If you like books and crochet, then this channel is for you. Thanks for watching, and auf Wiedersehen!